Hello, all. I'm Tara, a spiritual coach and teacher. Today is another Sagittarius moon, which is great for starting to figure out what you want more of in your life. The one word of caution is it's ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter doesn't care if it is more love or more fear and hate. It really doesn't. It just wants more of it. So make sure when you're thinking about your self talk today, what are you doing for yourself? Are you talking to yourself in a nurturing, gentle way? Or are you being really harsh and critical? That's going to magnify for today for you either way. So just make sure you're paying attention. All right, so today we are going to pull cards for you from the Wisdom of Trees Oracle. What do we have today? And I know that things are definitely feeling intense, and that's okay to feel them, to acknowledge them. And even though I said, watch your thoughts, like it's okay to acknowledge your fear so you can move past it. And I've got some great videos on moving past fear, on shifting fear in the playlist called DIY Spiritual Activities. So make sure you are checking that out too. That will help. All right, what do we have for today? 3 cards for today. We have anchoring. Where are you putting things in place that feel stable to you? We are in a really, really unstable, unsettling time. So things that you can do in your own life, in your own house, can really help you feel stable and anchored. And sometimes that is, buying yourself flowers. It might be keeping the furniture or putting the furniture back after you've moved, you got the Christmas tree down and all that. You're going to put the furniture back into your comfort spaces. And that's okay. It's those little things that you're going to do that is making you feel safe, making you feel comfortable. So really think about where you can do that in your life. Maybe that is also cooking a meal that is comfort to you. So think about those kind of things. And this is a survival time. And sometimes we get so caught up in what might happen, what could happen, we forget to kind of live in the present moment and say, yes, this is all stuff that is in upheaval and it's all changing, and I'm still doing okay. So there are times that you are going to be just like, I'm just going to get through the day. And that's okay. I think there's a misconception in the spiritual world is you've got to stay positive. You've got to stay in love and light. And those are all important things. And I 100% say, yes, we have to be more in love, more in light. We have to, engage in things that we want and that we love and bring us, comfort and joy. And we also have to still kind of deal with the reality of the situation. And sometimes you have those days where you're just like, I can't do the extra. And that's okay. What's going to happen is we're shifting more from the survival piece into the thriving love and joy piece. But that process can be hard and can be bumpy. And so what you're really trying to do is just acknowledge those feelings where you are. And initially, you might be a little bit more in the fear, in the minutia, upheaval energy. But as you work on being a little bit more into the light, being a little bit more making decisions from love instead of fear, making decisions from joy instead of hate, all those kind of things is going to slowly shift you so that it's just more natural to come from that higher place of love and joy and happiness. And it's just going to take some time to get there. So when you feel that you're in just getting through the day, that's okay. What you're changing, what you're acknowledging it. You're like, hey, I feel like I'm in survival mode right now. That's what's going to start to help you shift your mindset, is by doing that simple thing of acknowledging it instead of being so closed off that you don't even realize where you are emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually. So that is really, really important. And finally, what are you building? Oops. That light. What are you building toward? Are you building your foundation on fear and chaos? Or are you choosing to say, I'm going to start to rebuild or build new foundations that are built in possibility and hope and faith? And yeah, that's hard to do when the world is feeling chaotic. And it's also the best time to do it too. Because the more that you can make your foundations really strong in your life, the more that you can really connect to your own divinity, and everyone is a divine being. That is going to help you weather and navigate all the upheaval that is currently happening and that will continue to happen into 2025. So you really want to build that muscle of building from a place of hope and joy. Sagittarius moon is a great, great moon to start working that muscle. The other thing that you really want to think about is when we keep running and we don't refill our tank, we get depleted. Our cars stop running if you're not putting gas into them or if you're not recharging them. They stop. There's only so much they can do. Or your battery dies. And you have to let that battery recharge. You are the same. You can't just keep going and going and going and not stopping, resting, recharging yourself, recharging your energy, recharging your physical body, recharging your mental awareness and acuteness. And you have to be recharging your spiritual. What is nourishing your spiritual self? And that might be, if it's nice weather, it might be sitting outside. It might be, if you have nasty weather, going to a conservatory or another place indoors that has some plants and nature for you. It might be petting your dog or cat. Find those things that nurture you. That is going to help you so much. All right, and the other thing that is going to be an easy thing to nurture yourself is your self-hug. Make sure you are doing your self-hug. And that is all I have for you today. I will see you tomorrow.